welcome to my kitchen. This is my cat Gingy, and she wanted to kind of say hi for a moment. I know she looked so excited. Today we're going to do a science experiment, so that's why we're here in the kitchen. Today we're going to grow lima beans. You do not have to do this assignment at home, but if you'd like to, you're more than welcome to grow the lima beans along with me and make observations as you go. Today's assignment really is just for you to make a hypothesis. I want to see what you guys think is going to happen to my lima beans. All right, so let's get started. First, I have some materials that you need to have. One of the key materials is lima beans because these are going to act as our seeds. The next materials that you need are 2 Ziploc bags, really any quart size bag will do, and paper towels. You don't need a whole bunch of paper towels, so it won't be too bad. And then you're gonna need some tape, okay? If you don't have Ziploc bags at home, or if you wanna see what happens if you grow them in plastic cups, you can do that as well. Both work the same. So the investigation that we're going to do is, how does sunlight affect the lima bean plant from growing? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on putting my science experiment or investigation together. Here's the lima bean investigation sheet that your parents can find on Edsby or email to them. Boys and girls, this investigation sheet has the materials that you'll need to perform the investigation, as well as step-by-step directions in case you forget. You'll also notice that this has a place for you to keep observations and draw pictures of things that you notice from the day of 1 all the way until the end of your investigation. Additionally, there's a space for you to put a hypothesis. If you remember, a hypothesis is a guess about what is going to happen in the investigation. This is the one part of the investigation that I want everyone to do. After watching the rest of this video, make a hypothesis and submit it to me on Edsby. Also, on the bottom of the form is a place for you to keep other observations throughout the investigation. Please, if you do decide to do this at home, send me pictures or notes about your investigation. I'd love to find out what you learn throughout the investigation. All right, guys, now let's get started on my investigation. Keep watching to find out how you can do this at home. So what I did was I got out a couple of the nicest big lima beans that I could find, all right? I wanted to make sure that I had a few because, like I said, I'm gonna do it in the cups and the plastic baggies, but you really only need to do it in the plastic bags. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my plastic bag, all right? And then I need to tear off maybe 2 paper towels, okay? I'm gonna fold my paper towels up and I'm gonna get them wet. Boys and girls, even though it gets really wet, I'm gonna kind of wring out some of the excess water because we don't want too much water in here. We don't want to drown our lima beans. I'm gonna fold it one more time and I'm going to put the paper towel inside of my plastic bag, okay? The next thing I wanna do is I want to put my lima bean on the outside of the bag, okay? And then I'm just going to kind of seal it up. I probably won't seal it all the way up because I wanna have some air get in. And I also want my water to be able to evaporate out a little bit because I don't need that much water, okay? Throughout the process or throughout the next couple of weeks, you're gonna wanna check and see that your paper towel has enough water on it to make sure that your lima bean is getting the water to grow, okay? All right, then I'm just gonna repeat that process for my other lima bean plants. Give me 1 second, and I'll get that taken care of. All right, guys, now I have my 2 bags with my lima beans inside. So I wanted to find out how sunlight affects my lima beans. I don't know if you notice, I have a window right here behind me. So this lima bean plant, I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna tape into the window. I wanna tape it so that the lima bean is facing the sunlight. Pretty easy, right? Just tape it in the window and let it grow. Then the next plant, I'm actually going to take away the sunlight. So I think the best place to do that would be to tape it right here inside of my cabinet. So it's gonna be right inside the cabinet growing, and we'll see what happens, all right? Now, like I said, I was going to do it for the cups as well. For the cups, it's not too much different. I'm still going to put them inside of the window and inside of my cupboard because I want to keep from getting the sunlight. Oh, Genji's making another appearance. Anyhow, this time I'm going to take those 2 paper towels, and instead of like folding them up perfectly, I'm gonna kind of loosely fold them. I'm gonna get them wet. I am gonna wring them out a little bit, but then I'm just gonna kind of set them inside of my cup, okay? So they're not too perfectly next to it, but it's kind of just sitting inside the cup. Then I'm gonna take a lima bean and I'm gonna kind of put it right here inside, and that's it. That's all. You can see that there's still like a little bit of a hole here. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this one and see that my lima bean is growing nicely and it's got water, and I'm gonna keep that water, make sure it's still fresh water, okay? So I don't want this to get too dried out. All right, I'm gonna put it in the window, just like I did the other one, and we'll see what happens, right? This could go great, or like most science experiments that we do in class, I don't know. Mrs. Banks has a not so green thumb. She has a black thumb. Everything I try to grow seems to not grow, but I usually have a good luck with lima beans. Give it a try. Maybe yours will grow, maybe they won't. But go ahead and keep an eye out for them. take observations, see how they go. I will do a follow-up video to show you guys what happens to my lima beans in a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, we'll see. But as I start to watch and see things happen with my lima beans, I'll go ahead and post that video up for you. Also, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put this one together and put it inside my cupboard because I want to see if it's affected by sunlight. What happens if a plant doesn't have sunlight? All right, make sure that you guys take a moment to think about what would happen to a plant that doesn't have sunlight. What do you think is going to happen to my lima bean plant in the window? And what do you think is going to happen to my lima bean plant that are in the cupboard? Go ahead, make your observation, and send it to me on Etsy. All right, bye.